Every October, we see a sea of pink. We walk for a cure, we wear ribbons, and we honor the brave fight against breast cancer. This conversation saves human lives. But what if we told you this conversation is missing some very important members of the family? Our pets, particularly our dogs and cats, can get breast cancer too. In fact, it's one of the most common cancers they face. This Pink October, we're starting the unspoken conversation about breast cancer prevention in our furry companions. The science. What is it and how common is it? First, let's understand the disease. In pets, it's most often called mammary gland tumor or MGT. Just like in humans, these tumors arise from the milk-producing glands located along your pet's belly. The statistics are sobering. For our female dogs, about half of all tumors are mammary tumors. For our cats, the situation is even more critical. Approximately 90% of feline mammary tumors are malignant, meaning they are aggressive and likely to spread. Risk factors. What makes a pet more vulnerable? Why do some pets get this disease and others don't? Science has identified several key risk factors. The most significant and most preventable factor is exposure to reproductive hormones. An intact female dog, meaning one who has not been spayed, has a dramatically higher risk. In fact, the evidence is overwhelming. Spaying a dog before her first heat cycle reduces the risk of mammary cancer to less than 0.5%. After the first heat, the risk jumps to 8%, and after the second heat, it's 26%. For cats, spaying at any age reduces risk, but earlier is always better. Other risk factors include breed, like poodles, dachshunds, and spaniels in dogs, age, most common in older pets, and obesity, especially at a young age. Detection. Become your pet's health advocate. Early detection is the key to a successful outcome, and you are the first line of defense. You can perform a simple T-touch exam at home once a month. Gently feel along your pet's belly on both sides, from the armpit down to the groin. You're feeling for any unusual lumps or bumps. What should you look for? It's crucial to remember that not every lump is cancer. About 50% of mammary tumors in dogs are benign. But in cats, as we said, the vast majority are malignant. So, any new lump should be checked by a veterinarian immediately. Don't adopt a wait-and-see approach. Diagnosis and treatment. The veterinary pathway. So, you've found a lump. What happens next? Your veterinarian will perform a physical exam and likely recommend a diagnostic test, such as a fine needle aspirate or a biopsy. This is the only way to know if the cells are benign or malignant. If the tumor is cancerous, the cornerstone of treatment is surgery. The goal is to remove the entire tumor with clean margins, meaning a border of healthy tissue around it to ensure no cancerous cells are left behind. Depending on the case, this may involve removing a single gland or the entire mammary chain on one side. After surgery, the tumor is sent to a pathologist for staging. This determines how aggressive it is and if it has spread. Further treatments, like chemotherapy, may be recommended, especially for aggressive cancers or if there's evidence of spread. Prevention. The power of spaying. While we've discussed advanced treatments, the most powerful part of this story is prevention. The scientific evidence is clear and consistent. Elective spaying, ovariohysterectomy, is the single most effective way to prevent mammary tumors in dogs and cats. By choosing to spay your pet, especially before her first heat cycle, you are not just preventing unwanted litters, you are making a direct, evidence-based decision that drastically reduces her risk of a potentially fatal disease. Conclusion and call to action. This Pink October, let's extend the circle of awareness to include all our loved ones. You now have the scientific knowledge to make a difference. Call to action text on screen. Talk to your veterinarian. Discuss the best time to spay your pet and the benefits of spaying. Perform monthly T-touch exams. Make it a part of your pet's grooming routine. Spread the word. Share this information. You could save a pet's life. Our pets give us their unconditional love. The greatest gift we can give them is a long, healthy, and cancer-free life. Let's make every October count for them, too.